Gotta love it. Oh man, let's see what's going on here. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Man, any and everything.
All right.
So to see,
you look refreshed, like you got some sleep.
Man, some well-needed sleep. I feel better than I felt in a while. You know what I mean? Oh, look who's in the room. Mr. Carlin Soto, a.k.a. Big Ox.
Big Ox. What's up, Ox?
You know what I'm saying? Salute.
Ain't shit.
Yeah, man. So I got some sleep. I doubled up. And I think that made all the difference in how I was feeling, how I'm feeling. Salute Mr. Mark David Valentin, New York City Hot Wings. Yeah. And I just feel better. Like I just feel like, I'm in the right space.
Sleep is, you don't need much of it, but you need it. Definitely revives you and gets you focused.
Yeah, man. And then the funny thing is I came home this morning. I felt great. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go home, go to sleep. And Sam No Graham, salute. I came home this morning and I was like, yo, I'm gonna knock out. I'm gonna sleep a solid 7-8 hours. Nah, the phone. I had to take this call. Then I was speaking to my little sister, and then it was just like
you don't want, when you get too much sleep, you're still groggy. You want that just right, 5, 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. But I think when I doubled up that day on Monday, it really it did justice. It did a lot of justice. I was like, yo, this is what I needed. Mm-hmm. Ox is talking about I need a juice machine. I have one. Not a juicer. I have a, what do they call that blender?
Ninja?
Not the Ninja. The one above that. It's they use them in restaurants. But okay. I bought one
of
those.
Like the smoothie shit? They make the smoothies and all?
You can make masa for patelas in this joint.
Shit right there.
Yo, it emulsifies anything you put in there. You know what I mean? You could put peanut butter. Peanut butter, you take a spoon of peanut butter, that shit stays like, whatever. You put that in that blender, that shit is smoked.
That's good,
done.
Man.
Yeah.
I like the smoothies, like with when the ice and all that shit, like in the gym, like when you get those gym protein shakes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could do that machine. You could do it all. The Vitamix. There you go. Salute to my baby sis, Ms. Zenobia Mercado, and my son who's Josiah and Ace. You better behave yourself. The Vitamix, man. And that thing, dude, in the summertime, I make Henny coladas. Wow. They are amazing. Wifey does her coquito in there. When she makes sofrito, sometimes when we're making masa for certain dishes that she makes, we pull out the Vitamix, and it's the truth. I would highly suggest everybody invest in a Vitamix, especially if you're trying to like change
I'm
things
gonna check into it after this. I'm checking into it.
But I'm gonna forewarn you, they cost bread. It's expensive.
No.
You could do a QVC thing where you just, send me the joint.
Free out. That free out. It's like the fucking bodegas back in the day, son.
Exactly. Salute to Mr. Freddie Smith. We see you, brother. So yeah, you going behind here? Yeah, of course. The wife and the son just rolled in, so now he got to try to not knock over my my backdrop, and you're gonna hear him stomping over here. But our returning brother, Mr. Johnny Chavez, we see you, and Mr. Tom Ford. Good evening. Yeah, CMOS is everything. When I made my CMOS gel, I did it in the Vitamix. Dude, the Vitamix is the truth. And if you love those smoothies, like you're saying, you could go buy your frozen, whatever it is that you rock with, pineapple, mango, banana, whatever, blueberries, whatever. And you could throw them in, I see, frisao with ice.
That's dope.
It's a great
I'd be like, give me that protein colada, pina colada. Like, what?
You trying to
me in the gym,
right?
Pussy.
I think that that's one of the things that kind of helped too. Like having the Vitamix and having the ability to do your own thing at home, it helps.
No,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
great. You could eliminate a whole meal right there, man.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? You can make a soup in that joint because the speed of the blade, it runs so hot that you could just, all right, tomatoes, whatever it is that what kind of soup you want to make, just like the
fucking sopa de salchichón in there. Like,
you can make the caldo, right? So caldo, for everybody that doesn't know, is the base. So like you would make a broth. That's what it is.
broth, yeah.
Yeah. So you can make a broth in that machine, leave it running for like 5 minutes, and when you come and pour that bitch out, shit is hot as. Yeah.
I'm definitely looking into that because when I fast, that'll be my first meal, either the shake or the soup.
We used to make me and my son were fasting together, and which we were talking about this now. We're about to set it off. Our treat at the end of the night was a 150 calorie shake that I used to make, peanut butter, banana, and a like a small dab of what's that chocolate shit that everybody eats? Elijah, what is
Truffles?
Huh?
Truffle?
Nutella.
Oh.
You take a dab of the Nutella.
He was being rich.
No.
He was being rich with the little truffles.
Nah, sir, and we take a dab of the Nutella.
Oh, the hazelnut.
Yeah, the peanut butter and the banana with mad ice, and that one little dab, because Nutella is really it's strong. Like that one dab, yeah, son, amazing. So yeah, everybody out there, go get yourself a Vitamix, man. It's worth the investment. You can do a lot. The wifey can do a lot. And if you
need to edit that and send it to them so they can sponsor us.
Need that money. Yes. We need that money. Salute to Mr. Matthew Arroyo. We see you.
Maddie, what's good, Maddie?
Yeah, man. It's a great machine. And there's two versions of it. There's one that has, the 2-speeder, and there's one that has a knob, so you could go from low to high. So I got the 2-speed joint. Works great. And you could do a lot in there. It's really good. Cool. How you feeling though, brother? Everything good with you?
Go low to high. Go to 0 to 100, nigga.
Let them know,
man. I'm feeling good. Like just little fucking weather's crazy, man. It's like cold. Then it's like 50 Thursday. I seen. I was like, yo, this is gonna be nuts, man. But it is what it is. Just got to warm the body up, man. Body's gotta get heat though.
You feeling the joints when you get out the bed in the morning?
That first, you get out of bed, it's like snap, crackle, pop, the new commercial for Rice Krispies, nigga.
It's the absolute worst. And in the morning, like sometimes when I'm at work, there's these two women that go for a walk. They're like partners, one from the 7th and one from the 3rd floor. And every day they'll come out and I see them, I greet them, whatever. And they're like, Ernest, you need to talk to her. And I'm like, talk to who? Mother Nature, she's crazy. What's going on? I had a ski coat on yesterday. Now I got, this t-shirt. I can't do this. My bones are hurting. I'm like, get your rich ass and not having to do nothing on my face. Yeah. Check the fucking weather. Get out of here. But it's crazy, man. This
woman and crazy? No.
No.
Surprising.
Not synonymous. He's trying to do something, ladies. Speaking of which, weather and crazy. Are you seeing China? See what happened to China? They adjusted the weather.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Finally, everything's coming out little by little.
It has to come out.
Of course.
It has to come out. That's like the JFK thing. Biden pushed it back because
he did?
He was about to blow it up. Yeah, and there's probably some of those people still around that were involved with it. The cover up. So they're like, yeah, let's push this back a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So all that shit's coming out.
Listen, if you want to really learn and scare the shit out of yourself, I would implore everybody to go to the CIA website. And I believe the keyword is freedom of information. You type that in the search queue and you will unveil everything that's been declassified that you can read. So basically, the Freedom of Information Act allows you to read declassified information, right? So if you go to their website, you type that in, they'll give you everything that's been declassified and you can just read it yourself. There's shit about aliens. There's a lot of things that, you know, people don't know, but you know, they don't know that they can go in and search it out. So you can do that if you like. Scare the shit out yourself.
I mean, I'll be watching the show, the Bigfoot show.
Yeah.
And they never show Bigfoot, but I'm always watching it. Like next week, we go here, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna show this motherfucker. Nah,
for real.
Yeah. Look at this hair. Like, fuck, man. Where's Bigfoot at?
Yo, there's been how many damn Bigfoot? I feel like we're talking about Geraldo right now. Remember when Geraldo opened up the vault? Number fucking mud in there.
Yeah. That was the big
bomba.
That was the big. We was all like, yeah, the vault. This, that.
They're gonna find Hoffa in there.
Find fucking papers, bills. You owe me $45. I'm like, what the fuck?
Salute to Joey Luciano.
My set cup. See, Ox look the set cup.
Yo, as a matter of fact, this I gotta put it. I was supposed to go see those people to place a reorder for these cups. I owe one to my baby sister, and there's quite a few people that have been asking me. So I'm not gonna tell Ox nothing. I know he's in the room, but I'm not gonna say nothing because it's gonna be a black hole. But I'm gonna hit them up. What's today? Wednesday. What am I saying?
Wednesday.
What's today? Yeah, I'm gonna hit them up tomorrow before I go to work and see what's good. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got a special guest, legendary DJ from New York City. And this man's career, you know, if you know music and you love music, the reach and his involvement, you know, it's just legendary. And the people he's worked with, you know, are legends. So, you know, tonight we're going to speak to New York City's own DJ Lucho. And I hope everybody's ready for that conversation. Yeah. You know, we're going to, so everybody got to take a shot every time Sully punches his microphone. So that's one. So we're going to have Lucho on tonight. There he goes. He's going to start Popeyeing that joint. And we're going to chop it up. We're just going to, he's getting set up and everything. So we're giving him some time. That's why we talking this shit. So you want to run the track and then, you know, we'll just wait for Lucho to get set up and come through.
Oh, we could run the track when he's ready and we just start.
Very true. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, right now I want to share something with you guys. And I'm glad my brother gave me the out to do that. So many of you have been watching the show for quite some time. And, you know, this show's slowly been building, and we've been building our audience and trying to make this a movement. Myself, as well as my partner, have been doing a lot of work to keep this show going and make it happen. But yesterday, if you missed it, was December 7th, and it was the 1 year anniversary that my partner came on to the show. And I just wanted to share this with everybody. You know, I'm not going to say I'm giving him his flowers because I'm starting not to like that sentiment. But what I want to do is say salute to my brother and keep doing the work that you're doing and keep evolving, because everybody who watches the show has seen both of our evolution. But as time has gone on, man, you've really been changing and taking a different approach and really like bringing it. So everybody, I want everybody to give a big salute to my brother, Mr. Sully Sasson, who's come on to the show, and he's had a tremendous impact on it. And again, I'm not going to say giving flowers. I'm starting to like really dislike that sentiment. What I'm going to say is, man, I appreciate you. I salute the work that you're doing. And let's keep making shit happen, brother. You know what I mean? So everybody, if you're in the room, you know what I'm saying? Give my brother a salute. He's done amazing work here. And we want to just continuing to bring you guys the best. And hopefully we can make these moves, man, and keep it growing. So I
appreciate it. It's been a year went fast. You know, I know it was a lot of ups and downs. You know, you started the show, I wasn't ready, and then it's like, yo, I'm ready, and here we are. You know, and it's funny, Lucho being on tonight. When he comes on, I got something that I want to share with him because he helped me kind of get through get before coming on the set. So it's something that intertwines.
Okay.
But I thank you guys, man. We keep building this. You guys are the community. You guys are us, man. We go as far as you guys take us. So I thank all you guys.
And everybody else, I got one message for you.
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
That's it.
Shout out to Nems, Coney Island.
Salute to Nems and Coney Island. Brooklyn, we just different. I see I believe we have somebody in the room. I think there's a little something going on with that connection though.
Okay.
Can you see it? You don't see it?
No, I don't see it at all.
Oh, damn it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to run this track and then hopefully we're going to get squared away and we're going to bring on DJ Lucho. You ready to go, Sal?
Let's go.
Here we go, people. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Mr. A.
Sally Sassong in the building.
Happy anniversary. And this is the set 6145. Tonight, we have a legend. I mean, I can't say it enough. New York City's own DJ Lucho. I believe he's probably having an issue with his camera, but we're going to bring him into the room and try to help him out with the situation. There he went. I think that alongside my partner, a lot of us older gentlemen have not been able to become as tech savvy as we may need. Oh, there he goes. As tech savvy as we probably need to be. But we try our best. We see Lucho's in the room. I hope everybody's ready for this conversation. And hopefully we're going to get some great stories out of Lucho and what he's doing presently and what he hopes to do in the future. Lucho, you ready? Give us a thumbs up. He's talking to the camera.
Yeah.
That's all right. All right, we're gonna set it off. Everybody, New York City's own DJ Lucho. Legendary. What's up, brother?
That's 3 times.
What's
going on?
How you doing, my brother?
All right. So, Lucho, you're in Florida now.
So you hear me?
I hear you. You hear me? You hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't see the other guy though.
Really?
I don't see him. He's
You don't.
I don't hear him.
Maybe you're on your phone. You on the phone or tablet?
Yeah.
You're on the phone. Maybe you want to turn. Is it
Turn it sideways?
No, I don't see the guy that was on your right side.
Really? Wait a minute.
Do you want me to come in and out? I just see you now.
Okay.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Sally, you're gonna have to run this in.
Do you hear that? Do you hear him too?
Yeah, I hear him. He's here.
I hear you. You can't hear me?
I don't hear him though.
Oh,
you don't hear him at all?
All right.
I don't see him at all. He's
But do you hear him?
The cursor's just moving. The circles are moving, but it's
me,
like it looks like he's trying to connect. Let me disconnect and come back, I guess, right?
Okay. What do you think is the Chromecast?
Nah. I think his connection is soft.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when we
go live.
So yeah, when you go live, shit happens. This is what we're gonna do. So if he comes back, and
but how could he see me and not you? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If I know everybody in the room sees us, of course.
Yeah.
If he comes back and he still can't see me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck myself, engineer the show, and I'm gonna cue you for questions or whatever. If I have one, I'm not gonna step on you, but you're gonna run it.
Stay on. The audience can see you. You're still a part of it, right? So,
ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna see me asking questions, and he's just gonna be like,
like a ventriloquist. You're just then I'll ask the question.
Fuck your life. Bing bong. Fuck your life.
This is
Bing,
amazing.
bong.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not there again. Yo, this is hilarious. I love these moments. They're the best.
Just put your fucking hand up here, not down there.
Nah, none of that. Easy. All right, let's see if he connects.
Yeah, because it's not coming up on my screen down here. Usually they come up.
Yeah, it's not.
That's why I find it funny. Like,
anyway. the connection is an issue. Salute to the big sis, Millie Mill.
Yeah, man.
The connections are always an issue, especially maybe Florida internet is kind of different. I don't know. Maybe that's an issue. I remember we did a show on relationships, and we had a couple that was in Florida, and they kind of sort of had an issue with connection. But I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe who knows. But if all else fails, I'm gonna I'll tuck myself, pause, because I want to make sure that this goes through. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to I want the conversation to be had. Salute to Ben Still Envy. What up? What up?
You could just stay on and type me on the chat if you want.
Yeah. You know what's crazy?
About the thing, though.
Yo, Ben's been having mad drama on his Sunset Park page, man. It's crazy.
Oh,
yeah. Let's see if we can get him in. Let's see. Hold on. See?
It's spinning, nigga. It's spinning.
That's what was happening before.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta
connection, probably.
Yeah, you gotta love the realness of the show. Let me see. Wait, hold up a second. Let me try something. Let me try something. No, not that mother effer.
Yeah, man. So, did everybody do their Christmas shopping?
I know I didn't. What? Yo, what do you get in the? Well, I was gonna say, what you get in the kids, you're gonna blow it up. You can't do that. That's not good.
Give them a smack.
Hey, we gotta call Miss Bryan back on here. What's going on? Miss Natalie Bryan. All right, let me try this. Let's try this. I'm gonna come off of here. All right, let's see if this helps. Yeah, I haven't done I know what I'm getting, as gifts for people, but I haven't done any shopping. I got everything tabbed up.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta love this, right? This is like shit happens.
They fuck your life. They gave us the fuck your life right now.
Bing bong.
1 year anniversary. Go get your fucking shine box now. Get out of here. Grand opening, grand closing.
Grand closing for real. I was people on the street seem a lot more hostile now than before, right? And
well, De Blasio mandating vaccines and all that stuff before he's out of here. I'm sure that's a problem.
They're suing him. There's a class action going on now. I don't know if it's a police officer. It's a police officer. He started a class action lawsuit. Like, yo, so they have they put it on hold.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should, I guess.
Yeah, like that's really what it needs to be.
By the 27th, no? Isn't it?
Something like that.
I think by the 27th, yes, people supposed to make a decision.
Yeah, but
Scrap, we're doing Red Hook, Scrap. Doing Red Hook. Hopefully.
The problem with that is that now there's reports coming out that I'm gonna stop saying vaccine. The experimental drug that they're giving everybody only lasts 4 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna constantly have to get hit with a booster. Like, all the way down from Texas, our brother Joey Santiago, we see you. So that means every 6 months you're gonna get more of this thing put in your body. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And then variants coming out, like fucking iPhone updates. Like, come on, man. For me, it don't make sense. That's just how I feel.
Yeah,
it don't make sense. But
I heard the beep. Come on, Lucho. Come on, Lucho.
Just try to add them.
It's spinning.
Oh man, that's that. He needs to update his phone.
Niggas in Florida, they don't want vaccines, but they got fucking gerbils running the Wi-Fi over there. Fucking on the hamster wheel.
Dude, Florida is a special place. Really special. Jose Ramos, I see you, brother. He's another one in Florida. You know what I mean? John says that's not gonna last that mandate. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on about it, man. Mr. Samuel Sierra, we see you. Samuel, don't think I forgot that you ignored my message, brother. I hate to put you on blast in front of the whole room, but you know what?
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
You got to get it. You got to get it. You know.
In front of everybody.
Yeah, man. So as everybody can see, DJ Lucho is really having a hard time with his connection, man. Yo, Sully, how about this? How about I tuck you, pause, you call him on the phone and tell him if he wants, he can call it in.
All right, cool.
We'll make an exception, all right? I'm going to tuck you both. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this is a real show with real fucking problems. We go through this. It happens from time to time, you know, and everybody, you know, this is just a part of it. You understand? Yeah, John, we're going to try to, Sully's going to hit him up and probably we're going to call this one in. This is going to be a first for us. So we'll have him call it in just to make life easier. We'll have the conversation. Sammy, I'm holding you to that. So this month, if not at the end, we're going to open up the new year with you. We're going to have a real conversation. All right, Sammy? And salute to Jose Ramos. Jose Ramos is down in Florida. I don't know what part he's in, but I'm glad to see you coming to check out the show, brother. I hope everything's well with you and your kids. Yeah, you know, these things just happen. It just does. But the situation with this medicine or whatever it is that they made, you know, remember when this all started? Does everybody remember what it was like? And salute to my sister Laura, and I hope you're well. When this all started, people on the front lines going to work with nothing. You know what I mean? So don't pressure people or don't fight with people because they don't have the shot. Let everybody make the decision for themselves. So what's good? We got the thumbs up. You coming in? All right. What's going on?
Yeah, he's gonna try to go on the computer, and if that don't work, I told him just call it in. So he got the number.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's gonna try to go on the computer and see if that works. But he's hoping it's just the phone service. Plus, he's probably getting phone calls in too. So.
Yeah, more than likely. All right. So two things. So one, after I put Samuel Sierra on blast, he was like, "I'm waiting." So we're gonna put a pin in that one. So if we don't get him by the end of this month, we're gonna open up the new year with him. And I was just telling the audience, you know, people should stop fighting with other people if they don't get this shot. Like, that's ridiculous. You know, I've seen this fight happen with countless people. Oh, what are you waiting for? Fuck are you worried about? Like, leave me alone. You understand?
Yeah, it should be a personal choice. I mean,
yeah.
Just, I mean, if you don't have the shot, though, I think you should mask up and do the right things for other people. But
of course,
you know, that's all.
Yeah, nobody should be acting careless about it, right? Because there's something out there.
Man.
People have died from it, and it's real. On the other hand, just be mindful of your words and how you treat people, or based off some shit that's being fed to you.
We touched on earlier about, you said China with the weather, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they could fuck with the weather, like heart, right, and all that shit too, you think they can't make people sick and make people die?
Of course. That's been going on for dude, smallpox. Look, think about this for 1 second. So mother effers were riding on horses and didn't know how to wash their asses, but they knew how to infect blankets with smallpox and give it to these people. That, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you like, you know. I
always think, I try to always think beyond reasonable,
outside of it.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching something
outside the box, like they say.
Exactly. I was watching something the other day, and I'm starting to believe that ancient civilizations had more modern technology than we have now. And I'm starting to believe that those people were living in a utopia as opposed to what we're living in now. I'm really starting to believe that. Because as you look and they keep excavating and finding this and finding that, like, I don't believe the bullshit that we're told, you know? Yeah, the computer's not working. No, it's definitely not. Look.
It's probably just the signal.
Is he trying out his computer?
What?
Is he trying on his computer?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like it wanted to go on.
Mhm.
People, can you believe this?
I think I can.
Look,
We need to somebody light a candle. Somebody light a candle. This shit's gonna work.
John Lantuga pointed it out. He said, with the shot, you can give it and you can get it. It's crazy. Who's Pee Wee?
Jose Serrano, my guy right there.
Okay, my first shot of Facebook jail. Bing. All right, this is for you, Jose.
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
There
That's
you
his
go.
guy.
Oh, that's his guy?
Yeah.
All right, salute. Yeah, it's just fucking weird. Listen, Lucho, call it in, bro. We're gonna let you rock on the exclusive. You're gonna call in like you're calling a radio show. You're probably very used to that. So just call it in, brother. Oh, there's another one. All right, let me kick this one. Kick that one. Let's try to add that. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary New York DJ Lucho. What up, brother?
What's going on, man? How are you?
What's going on? Welcome to the speed round of the set. We're gonna hit you with fast questions now.
I'm sorry, man. This Florida internet is bad, bro.
It's all good. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for giving us your time. So we're just gonna jump right into it, man. We're really gonna go. I don't even want to say how we're gonna go because that's gonna sound crazy.
Let's just go.
So Lucho, first and foremost, I was having an argument with myself, trying to figure out your name. I was saying this is a nickname from his family, and then I was like, no, it means DJ Work. So can you clarify for me and the audience where the name Lucho comes from?
From my grandfather.
I told you. I knew it.
Yeah.
All right.
From my grandfather, what happened was there was a singer called Lucho Gatica back in the days that he used to start singing, and I used to mimic him, and next thing you know, that's where my name came from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Those are things that stick with you, right?
Yeah. It was forget about it. Then what happened was that I hated that name. Nobody called me that, and then one day my mother calls me Lucho in front of my friends, and everybody started calling me Lucho, and that was it.
I know the feeling, Joselito. I know the feeling.
Real, man.
Lucho, so where you grew up in the Bronx?
In the Bronx, first Harlem. It was Harlem until I was like 15 years old.
Wow.
And then the Bronx after that.
And what got you into the music, like spinning?
Heartthrob at the age of 12. I was inside Heartthrob with my sister that was 15, 16 at the time. And I saw little Louie Vega, and that's where everything changed for me.
You saw, wait, hold on a second. This is some real Latino shit right here.
Yeah.
You saw little Louie Vega at 12 years old?
12 years old.
You were like 6 feet tall, 12 years old, right?
Yeah, I was like 5'9" or something, 5'8". Yeah, I was pretty old. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I'm lying. I was 13 when I got to Heartthrob. I started playing when I was 12.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What was the scene like then for you? Because I know, when you say Heartthrob, there's a few older people in the room that probably remember. But when you say Heartthrob, that's going back.
Yeah. The two-tone pants, the Zodiacs, the Stomps. I used to have curly hair that used to go down to the right side of my eye. Like, I was a throbby. That's what I
like Coro. You was looking like Coro.
Exactly. And it was nothing but about music, man. It was a time in our life that the music was just incredible,
Yes.
Lucho, it's funny you said that because I think one of my first clubs that I ever went to was Red Zone.
Oh,
and Red Zone, Louie was spinning.
Oh, Louie was
with India at the time, and I was in love. Like, man, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, man, those were beautiful days back then, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful days. Yeah.
Speaking of that time, right? Because you go, you go from being a youngster to being a DJ pretty fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how does your life begin to change? How rapidly does it begin to change when you start getting on the scene? Because, you know, DJs today is a different situation, right? I feel like the DJs from the earlier times had it a lot harder.
Yeah, of course.
Can you speak to your experience and what it was like back then for you?
Well, I was young, right? So what it was is I used to do a lot of house parties. They used to hide me in the bedrooms.
Yeah.
And I used to DJ from a bedroom with a speaker, and they used to have a sound system outside with the GLI Gemini speakers, and that shit was nothing but a and you know, I was a kid, so you know, everybody. I used to mimic Louie Vega because I used to go into Heartthrob with a cassette recorder, and I used to have like about 6 tapes, and I used to go ahead and record his sets. And I used to go ahead and go home and mimic. I used to go to Downtown Records. I used to go to Harmony Records. I used to be like, "What is this record?" And I used to play it to them, and then they used to laugh, and they used to be like, "It's this one." Boom, 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 and
you was the original Shazam.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, man, and what you know, the scene back then was, you know, everybody was just heavy on music, and it was real because it was like, you know, when you had something that nobody had, it felt special. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no downloading, there was nothing. There was just, yo, here's this reel or here's this acetate, and you know, that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to have acetates that Louie used to give me that nobody had, like, you know, records that nobody had, and it was dope. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met him when I was 15. On my 15th birthday is when I met him, and then after that, we just became friends, and that's how long we know each other, since I was 15.
Sally, we gotta ask him. No, I gotta ask him. 15 years old. How old do you think Louie was at the time you met him?
Louie must have been, I believe, 20, maybe 21.
So what's the conduit? What's the vehicle that you use to meet this guy? Because everybody in the room, and we all know, we recognize little Louie Vega because he's a legend, right? Yeah. How do you make that connection being so young?
My mother, you see, you know, crack back then. How old are you guys, by the way?
This guy's blowing it up right now.
No, I don't care. I'm 48. If y'all guys are around that area,
we're there with you, boy.
We're right there with you.
So you know that crack was really big at the time.
Yeah, it was.
You know, so my mom, what she did was that she put a record store, because she knew that I love music. She put like a record store for me that was, you know, a little rinky-dink record store, but I used to sell records on 104th Street and 3rd Avenue. You know, Mark Anthony's mother used to live a block away from there. Frankie Cutlas used to live also in the same building.
Wow.
And, you know, Mark Anthony was another one that I known him since then. I was that young. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we were just all kids growing up. You know what I'm saying? And it was my 15th birthday, and my mom surprised me with Louie Vega walking into the record store.
Wow.
And that night, it was a Friday, I remember. And that night he was DJing at Roseland, and he was like, "Yo, I want you to come and celebrate your birthday with me at Roseland." I was 15, for God's sake.
Wow, that's a real one.
Yeah, and I remember that it was the first time ever that I didn't make a line. I used to be on that line for an hour to get in, and I went there. Yeah, I'm on Louie Vega's guest list, and that was it. Like, I was in, and straight to the DJ booth upstairs, and that's where it all happened. Like, that's where it all started.
Wow.
That's
everybody in the room that I know is in our age bracket or close to it recognizes the names of the clubs, the players that he's speaking about, the music players.
Yeah.
And understands, to be 15, to go to Roseland is one thing, but to be 15 and to be in the booth with Louie Vega, that is crazy.
And the thing, like, Lucho, looking back now, like what they've done, you know what I mean? Like all those guys you mentioned, you know, including yourself, like man, we had a crew here. right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was man, I used to tell you, man, that you know, I always tell Louis this, and you know, it's a little sentimental because you know, Louis saved my life. Like I used to live in the Bronx, and all my friends used to be drug dealers, and you know, I was just always looking forward to be in the studio with him, or you know what I'm saying, or go out with them and with him or Mark Anthony with India. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that was my life. Like I didn't care about you know the money situation. I didn't care about none of that. I was just so caught up in the music that you know they saved my life. All of them saved my life. You know what I'm saying? But Louis, of course, more than everything, because I was with Louis for a very long time. You know, and then I became his record boy, and you know I became his driver. You know, after the years, and we just like we all flourished, man. We all like he went. You know, he started DJing a lot overseas, and you know, I was just I was fortunate, man, to have him in my life, to have India, to have you know, Mark, and then Mark just blew up with the salsa scene, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, he disappeared, and you know, he just blew up, and you know, but it's I saw Mark about a month ago over here in Orlando, and you know, it was like old times, man, and you know, it's dope. It's dope that they still remember, you know what I'm saying? Like he still remembers, you know what I'm saying?
That's got to be a great feeling. You pick up like old times.
Yeah. But you know, listen, man, like as far as the music scene is concerned, like I met Kenny Dope, I met Todd Terry, you know, we were always all together, you know, in what's the name of that club? The Tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And I got a Todd story that was just funny. Todd you know, he was DJing in Tunnel, and we were all hanging out drinking at the bar, and he used to go ahead and press play on a DAT, you know what I'm saying? And like he used to let a record you know, a mix play like for an hour and a half, where you used to be getting hammered at the bar. Like, you know, forget about it, bro. Just, you know, the stories that we have, man, was just, you know, incredible. And I'm fortunate, man. I'm fortunate that you know that happened in my life, you know.
I actually met you in Miami, I believe, with Kenny, Mikey, Todd, Terry Hunter, all those guys in the music conference.
With the Roughneck Soldiers too.
Yeah. Those my guys.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, we was in the Winter Music Conference in Miami.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we all used to be down Collins Avenue.
Yeah,
we were just troublemakers at the time.
allegedly.
It was like the Bronx and Brooklyn together, bro. It was just nuts, man. It was
statutes of limitations have expired, so you can yo, but listening to the story, I think everybody should understand, if you were around these people, some of them, if you were fortunate to be around some of these people, like Mikey and Kenny, who were from the neighborhood.
Oh, Mike Delgado was another one. He was instrumental, man. Mike, I saw Mike about 3 weeks ago, man. He's a great person. Like, you know, humble, always been like that, and super talented, you know?
Very. He was on the show. He told his story. And the point I'm trying to make is that these guys from the neighborhood, at one point or another, especially Selly more so because he was around them a lot more.
Yeah.
Those guys in the neighborhood, when they understood that you had a passion for something, or you were just trying to be a part of something, and they saw that in you, they would bring you along for the ride. Yeah. Selly, you know, you've been a part of it longer, but I can remember, you know, rest in peace, Bam, him see me in the neighborhood and going, yo, we're going to Two Steps. Come on, you want to go out? Or his brother, or Mikey, when they would throw parties around the way or whatever.
You from Bushwick?
Yeah.
I know Bam, man. I knew Bam for many years.
Yeah, Bam was his anniversary, you know, hate to be somber, but
Lenny.
I'm sorry, Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny, his brother Bam.
Right.
But Lenny was like that, you know, he was that guy. You know, but those guys always operated from that place, you know, and Mike too, you know. Guys come up from the start, and making music was just, you know, that was their thing. So now, you go through this process from the age of, man, very young, to your 20s. What is your first big moment? Like, when do you realize that you've arrived, so to speak?
I did a record on Joe Clozel's label called Spiritual Life Music. It was called Symbols of Life.
Mhm.
And Louie wanted to take it out, and Joe wanted to take it out. And basically, you know, he told Louie, listen, you know, that's my first record, blah blah blah. Let me have it. And you know, Louie was like, listen, Lucho, give it to Joe. And the record came out. That was my first record, and Disco Dave was involved. He was involved with the record, and then after that, my real was Canto Latino, the Hector Lavoe sample, the Murga, pam, 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 pam. That record, I gave it to Todd Terry, and it came out on Freeze Records, and that record blew up, and that's when everything just started. And then, you know, I messed up because I went into more of the Latin house scene, and you know, Louis and you know, they used to tell me, oh, you know, do more underground stuff, But
Mhm.
you know, being young and getting all that Latin house money was like they were just throwing at me, yo, do this for me, do that for me. The DLG, Kimbara with Sergio George, you know what I'm saying? Like, so here's this young 23, 24-year-old, you know what I'm saying, that they throwing remixes out to, you know, 8,000, 10,000. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? So, you know, the underground stood the underground. And, you know, I just started doing a lot of Latin house stuff. And I did very well. You know, I wasted my money stupidly like any 24-year-old would do.
Oh, yeah.
And then from one day to the next, you know, I was still, of course, you know, I was still close to Louis, and you know, he was like, basically, he was my guy. Like, he was like, you know, you should do this, you should do that. So I did Toro Mata for Angel Claveles, and that ended up being a #1 record on Mega for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And you know, all the remixes just started pouring in, man, pouring in, and you know, I was just like, I was lost, and you know, the women, you know, the money. It's like,
Got champagne.
forget about it, bro. It was like, you know, and you know, I just, you know, I wish I would have stood more in the underground scene, because look at where the underground scene is at now. It's mainstream and it's huge, and everybody became big time DJs. You know what I'm saying?
Lucho, real quick, can you explain to the audience what you mean by underground scene?
Yeah.
Like, you know, remember back then at that age, it's like, you know, house music was like really underground. It wasn't really listened to on radio. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't popular. It was like, it wasn't the popular records, you know, but you know, overseas, it was just crazy. Like in Europe, and you know, the stories that Louis Kenny used to tell me, yo, we got billboards. I used to be like, yeah, right, whatever. And then I started seeing pictures of billboards, and look, and Louis was like, yo, you know, Masses at Work was the biggest thing in that era. Like, they used to do everybody, Michael Jackson, everybody wanted a Masses at Work recording, man. And I used to be in those sessions. Like, I used to be in Basis Studio on 23rd Street, you know, and I was there to witness all those big, you know, records that they did. And you know, shots going out to Kenny and Louis. They just, you know, to me, they are the godfathers of house. They are the ones who really put that shit on the map. You know, you know, rest in peace, you know, Frankie Cutlas. I mean, Frankie Knuckles. You know, of course, he was, you know, known as the godfather of house.
Right.
But you know, to me, you know, in New York, you know what I'm saying, the godfathers were Louis and Kenny. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man, they were just the hot duo. Like, yo, they were in the studio 380 days a year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And you know, I just got to learn a lot from them, man. And you know, it's like, you know, it was a blessing that, you know, even to this day, like, you know, I'm DJing with Louie on Saturday over here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
just, you know, the friendship that we have is just impeccable, you know?
Lucho,
Wow.
it's I remember being in the studio with them
Yeah.
with Kenny and Mike and them. They would Kenny was doing they were doing the Freedom Williams, the
Yeah.
CNC Music Factory stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, you know, the dum dum dum. Remember that song?
Yeah.
And they just kept on and kept on, like, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these guys keep fixing, like, perfectionists kind of. And I was like, yo, I got no patience for this. I can't be here all night. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't do this job. Like, it was not. I mean, they was like on one song for like forever.
What's
like, God bless them, man.
Yeah, what's Kenny and Todd, the way they used to use the SP1200, I've never seen nobody using things like that. That machine, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You know, Todd Terry, Everything But the Girl. Remember that record?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Step off the train. So we in Basehead, Louie and Kenny are working on New Eurekan Soul, and George Benson is inside the studio, and they're recording You Could Do It. And Todd Terry's in Studio B recording Nothing But the Girl, doing the remix. Todd literally did that record in 2 hours, hour and a half.
What?
Todd comes and tells me, yo, Lucho, what you think? And I was like, yo, bro, sounds good. Yo, my man, that record became one of the biggest house records ever.
Yeah.
I was there for that session. He did that record that fast. Like,
wow.
Yeah, on a little Mackie board that was on a column against the wall with his SP12. Actually, I think he had his ASR 10 as well. And that fast, he did it that fast. He's just while the New Eurekan Soul session was going on in the other room, he did it. Literally, it was like 2 hours the most that he did. He put that together. You know what I'm saying? And ended up being the biggest record ever. And look at Kenny Dope with Bucketheads.
Oh man,
that was a huge record too, and it's like
this.
Yeah. Kenny did that in his bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like, listen, bro, it's crazy because, you know, the new generation never knows what is to splice a tape.
Mm-mm.
They never know nothing because now, you know, everything is computer and you see everything in front of you and you splice it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just laugh because it's like they never knew how hard it was to make records back in the day.
Carrying crates too. DJing, you guys were carrying crates and all that shit.
Yeah, DJing, carrying crates, you know what I'm saying? And they don't know that. They don't know that. And you know, some new generation, you know, they pay respects to you know, to the older where the shit came from. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I applaud those DJs because then you have these DJs that think they know it or that just started DJing 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like, you know, they just don't have an idea of what it really was to be a DJ.
The work ethic you had to put in, the commitment.
That's right. That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the show, I'm your host, Mr. A.
Sally Sassong in the building.
And tonight we're talking to the legendary from New York City, DJ Lucho. And he is giving a historic perspective of how he got his start and all the great people that he worked around. And I'm sure everybody's really familiar with all these names. Lucho, I wanted to point something out to you. During the conversation just now, you were speaking to a lot of the work that Masters at Work had done, Kenny and Louie, and bringing up Todd Terry's name. Selly was the one who was really putting me on to their music when we were growing up because he was closely connected, you know, with Mikey, you know, family and all, right? Yeah. So as I had gotten older and we're revisiting now and looking back at the music and the accomplishments, there was a minute that I was looking at an article online and I saw one of my favorite all-time hip-hop producers, Diamond D, out of the Bronx. And he was standing next to Kenny Dope and seeing how amazing, you know, of a producer that Kenny was. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, yo, this dude is respected in the business. These guys picked up the baton, the house baton,
Yeah.
took that genre to another level.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I tell you, like it's crazy that nobody knew like what these guys did for the music. Like, you know, the new generation, we know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but it's like you know, you know, I give them their flowers every day. Like you know, those guys are just, you know, they're amazing. They're the ones that basically set the road for all these big DJs as far as Black Coffee is concerned. About, you know, let me tell you something. For those of you who don't know, Louie Vega was the first one that brought Black Coffee to the United States of America.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Music conference 20, I believe it was 2013 or 2014. All right. So it's like, you know, and look at how, but one thing I'm going to say that Black Coffee keeps it real. And in interviews, he says it. You know what I'm saying? He says it that, you know, he gives Louis his props. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing because there's a lot of DJs that in Sound Factory Bar.
Oh man!
And when I was Louis's record boy and basically security, that I used to throw everybody out the booth. I used to throw. I'm not even mentioning DJs that are really, really big out of the booth. Like, get out of here! You can't.
Did you throw Ox's big ass out of the booth? Because I see Ox, you still in the room. I hope Lucho threw your ass out the room.
Yo, Ox, yo, oh man, the Ox stories.
Oh my God. He wants. Yeah. Let's go. Let's tell the Ox story.
Wait, before you do, let's make it real correct. Nobody could ever throw Ox anywhere. You can nudge and you can push, but you're not throwing Ox anywhere.
Nah, Ox was something crazy, man. Like, yeah, I remember in Miami, the guys was Kenny and Louie. They were doing their winter music party in some place that was on Collins, not actually Washington Avenue.
Right.
And this owner didn't get the right permits and stuff like that, and he already had taken a deposit from the guys. And Ox and I and Ralphie Boy were there, and you know, I looked at Ox and I was like, "Yo, we're gonna get this money back." And Ox and I were present, and just put it this way, we got the money back from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, and
we're gonna do this the easy way, or we're gonna do this the hard way.
It ends up being that that some guy that was sitting there, not naming no names, was the guy who used to run Fat Black Pussycat on Mondays
in the village. Yeah, in the
village. No,
in Miami.
There was one in Miami.
Okay. The original was in Miami. And you know, we always used to go there on a Monday, and they always used to diss us, like they didn't let us in.
Really? So
the guy happens to be there. He runs outside to us, and he's like, "Who are you guys?" And I'm like, "None of your business." There he goes, and he says, "No. I'm happy that you spoke to that owner like that, because that owner is, you know, he's an asshole." Okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, cool." And then he was like, "Listen," I'm like, "Yeah, I know who you are. You're the person that always throws us out, that we can't get into Fat Black Pussycat on Mondays." And he was like, "You will never have that problem again."
Let's give a big salute to our brother, the big bro, Mr. Mikey Delgado's in the building, man.
Mike, yes. Let me turn on these comments.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, hit the clicker, man. They all up here.
Oh shit. Okay. I see it. Oh, I see Jose Serrano. Okay.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, Lucho?
Yeah.
I've been doing this show with my brother here for a year now. He just had his anniversary, and you heard what you just said. Let me turn on my comments. This guy still to this day doesn't know how to do that. I don't know how that's even possible.
Oh my God.
Lucho, you want to get this guy out the room for me?
Oh man, that's funny.
But speaking to the Mikey, right? I had Mikey on the show,
yeah,
and I want to bring it back around to what we were talking about as far as working is concerned, because today the technology has made these people lazy and it's made it easier for them, right?
Yeah.
If you're a DJ, you ain't got to carry crates. You could carry a hard drive and a laptop and you're good. If you're a producer, you don't have to work with the 8-track tape no more. Everything is digital. You can walk around with a laptop and a hard drive and you're good. Your digital audio workstation is on your computer, right? They don't know about a 8-inch or 4-inch reel. They don't know about DAT machines. They don't know about, having to be on the big Neve board. Everything can be done in the comfort of your own home.
Yes.
Now, I feel that producers today that are coming up now, they have it easier, but I find the music less soulful because everything is so perfect.
Yeah.
You can quantize the shit out of music, and you don't have that grittiness.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
So I want you to sort of speak to that portion of the work, Lucho. Like, try to give the people an understanding of what it took for you to actually put music together as opposed to now.
A ear. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to. If that thing didn't sync, my man, like you had to know that the 4-inch machine, like if it didn't sync correctly, my man, you just that click at the beginning was everything. Like, nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the metronome.
Yeah, the metronome. And back then it wasn't even called the metronome. The metronome was like, you know what I'm saying? Everything happened after that shit. Like those, like, I remember, bro, when you used to put that 2-inch reel, and then you used to do a time code to it. You know what I'm saying? You had to like follow that time code, because if not, you know what I'm saying, everything will fall apart. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, look it up. Like the program that we used to use back in the day in Step One Studio was called Cubase in Brooklyn.
Wow.
Cubase. You know what I'm saying? Chris Barbosa was a person who used to record there a lot. I ended up, booking a lot of time there as well. That's like where mostly all my records came out of. Was in Brooklyn, Avenue West. Yep. But that you just had to have that ear that what's crazy, like DJs from back in the day, and I'm pretty sure that Mikey's on here, right?
Yes, he is.
Like when we hear something that's offbeat, like my teeth like start cringing, and it's like I just like something happens to my teeth when I hear a person that's offbeat. You
grit your teeth like that, like ugh.
Yeah, bro. Like shit hurts. It's like, you know what I'm saying, bro? And I was laughing. I was because it's a lot of DJs from back in the day that have, I don't know if Mikey has that imperfection, because he's been a DJ for a long time. But it's like Louie has one, you know what I'm saying? That I found that he does something like this with his cheek that he's like you could tell, like, oh shit, he heard that shit off beat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing, that's one person you don't want to be off beat in front of, because he just lets you know right there with that cheek that he puts up, like something is bothering him right there on the right cheek. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's like but these DJs nowadays, man, they got that sync button, and not everything syncs correctly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear some of these guys transitions, and I'm like, oh god,
yeah, man, yeah, it's crazy.
Nails on the chalkboard, right?
Yeah.
Lucho, I want to ask you. You've been, so many like residencies, right, and stuff throughout the city, and DJ'd all over. What was your favorite place that you DJ'd? Like this was like nonstop craziness.
My favorite place that I played in.
Give me 3 at least. I don't want to. Yeah, I know it's probably hard.
Yeah, no pressure. Give me 3.
Yeah, top 3.
A place called The City on 41st Street. It was on 41st Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. This place called the Supper Club that was on 47th Street.
Remember the Supper Club?
Yeah, you remember the Supper Club?
Yeah, Pee Wee keeps saying Essos. You know what? I went to Essos the next day. There was a fucking chalk line around where somebody got killed the night before.
Now, Essos, let me tell you something, because you know, Essos is funny. That's where, like, you know, we all met at, man. That's where, you know, it was a beautiful thing because
That was by the Jacob Jarvis.
Yeah, and it was, you know, it was Brooklyn. A lot of people from Brooklyn. It was Rob Lowe DJing, and I was DJing. And I had the people from the Bronx, and Sal used to, you know, promote it with Robbie Rara, and so it was like a real mixed. It was the Bronx, it was Queen, it was Brooklyn, but you know what, man, we all got along. You know what I'm saying? That it was so dope, and you know, we all, you know, incredible friendships came out of Esso.
Yeah,
but you know, club wise, like I said, it was the city. You know, where else?
Supper Club was too.
Supper Club was, yeah, Supper Club was beautiful. And then the original Copacabana that was on 61st Street.
Wow.
Adam Torres did a party there for a couple of months, and then a shootout happened outside and it was over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
So now, Lucho, it was amazing to hear this bit of history of your start and the people that you worked with. What's going on with Lucho now? You know, how has COVID changed things up for you? And what are some of the things that you're working on presently?
Well, I'm still playing music. You know, I do, you know, I moved to Florida, of course. And, you know, I have a spot over here called the Edge Collective Marketplace that we do DJs from all around the world. And, you know, sometimes I play there. But I go to New York a lot. You know, I play in Shanghai Red. I played in Con Sofrito. You know, on the local spots that where my restaurants were at. You know, I really got into the restaurant business. You know, those gigs that, you know, you used to get, you know, remixing records, you know, with streaming and all that, man, you're not getting paid anything to do no producing anymore. It's just,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's something from the past. And, you know, I just, you know, I opened up restaurants. That's what I did, you know, with the money and just, you know, made a career out of that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I always have love for music. And, you know, I play once in a while here and then. And, you know, just, but, you know, the focus really is in the restaurant business, you know?
Now, Lucho, you opened brick and mortar, like you opened restaurants right before pre-COVID. You had restaurants. You had Latin Kitchen.
Restaurants pre-COVID, yeah.
Right, you had Latin Kitchen. You had
Miguel San Juan. You know, right. I actually, it was like 2 Miguel San Juans that happened, and then it was Burger Bar that happened, and then I got it back, and then Latin Kitchen opened up again, and then you know, the Don Coqui brand, like I was running the Don Coquis in Washington Heights, and you know, and then I was opening up tapas on Lex, which was on Lexington Avenue in the city, and COVID hit.
Right.
Wow.
And now, did they survive, or was it?
Tapas never opened up.
Okay.
You know, but what is it? Renee's opening it up now. You know, from Don Coqui. He's opening up tapas right now, and should be open in the new year. And you know, I just had to leave New York. You know, I got you know, I'm not going into politics, but what happened in New York was just messed up for restaurant owners.
Yes, it was.
It was disgusting what happened. It's like I never got it. Like, oh, you could catch COVID if you're sitting inside a room. But then you go to all these big chains, whatever, Walmarts or Target. It's like, what's the difference? It's like, you know, what's the nightlife in New York and the restaurant business? They just, you know, the government messed it up. And, you know, a lot of money was lost. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came over here, what I wanted to do in New York was put up a container. You know, the steel containers?
Yeah, the shipping containers.
Yeah, the shipping containers. So That's what we have out here. We have shipping containers, and we put restaurants in the shipping containers.
Wow, that's very smart.
You know, so
Yeah.
the idea was to go ahead and bring that shipping container to New York.
Right.
So I was gonna put it in my boys' lot that's right on Queens Boulevard, and we were gonna go ahead and do a dope ass, shipping container there with like 2 restaurants on each side. A 40-foot shipping container with 2 different restaurants.
Wow.
And when I came over here, man, it was January, and I saw what they were doing over here with the shipping containers and a park that was about to open up. And there was nobody. I was the only one wearing a mask over here. There was nobody wearing masks in January, right? So I'm over here now. My boy's like, take off your mask. You look hot. You look funny. You're out of place. This and this. And I'm like, yo, my man. I'm from New York with 2 masks on. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, man, I'm at this bar having my cigar with my Johnny Black, and I look around and it's like everybody's partying. Nobody's talking about COVID. Nobody's like, and I said, yo, I don't want to leave here. And my boy had that already in his mind that I was going to stay. And he was like, listen, this is what I'm going to do for you. You could rent that container. You're going to run the place, and, you're going to run the operations. And he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And I stood over here.
And Lucho, bringing the containers to New York, is that like a lot of red tape you got to go through? Like as far as permits, is it the same type of deals?
Well,
like,
yeah. Now that the offices are open, of course, because the containers are not movable. So now it's going to be like a stand-up building. So the health department is going to give you shit. You know what I'm saying? The fire department is going to give you shit as well for, because now you got to put a suppression system or whatever the case is, but it could be done. You know what I'm saying? It could be done. And, but you know what? Before when, listen, when COVID was happening, that's all you saw in the street was food trucks without licenses.
Yep.
There was nothing. They made a ton of money doing that.
Yeah, man.
Because there was nothing, there was no offices open. So it's like, people caked off. Some people really caked off doing that.
I know someone who had a food truck out during the whole COVID pandemic.
Yeah,
because the cops wasn't messing with them. Parks Department, nobody, like whoever was around, nobody was messing with them.
So are you in Little Puerto Rico, aka Orlando? What part of Florida are you in?
Nah, I'm in by Tampa.
Oh, okay, you're by Tampa. Okay, okay.
I'm by Tampa, yeah.
And I'm sure you find Florida living a lot more conducive to being like relaxing, and you got good weather, and
most definitely, it's more relaxing. You get up in the morning, man. The sun is hitting you, and it's just everything is colorful, man. You know what I'm saying? And the water, look at Jose, water. Yeah, it's like where I live at, it's the St. Petersburg area, so it's like by clear water, and the water is just beautiful. The sunsets, man, and let me tell you something, man. The people here, bro, they're just amazing. It's like everybody greets each other. It's like you don't see of course you can have racism, but you don't see it. Like what's the whites, what's the blacks, what's the Chinese? Hey, good morning, blah blah blah. This and this. Everybody. It's like go lucky here, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have like that, what are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Why are you staring at me? You don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a beautiful thing, man. It's calmao. You know what I'm saying? And there is a lot of opportunity here. Being New Yorkers, we have a certain way of working.
Yeah,
over here, the people are very laid back. Yep. So, being a New Yorker, you come over here, man, and you just want to go ahead and just take over. Like
hustle and grind.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You want to grind, you want to make it happen, and it's working out. It's working out for me,
Lucho, real quick. I know you said you didn't want to get into politics, but I want to go back to something you said about New York, right? They what do you think was the end game for them? Like, what do you think is the end game for trying to hurt these small businesses? And
I don't have no idea, Sally. I don't know why they were targeting. I don't know why they were targeting the restaurant so hard. No, and then putting people outside oh, you can sit outside, but then outside is covered.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. It's like, what is going on? Over here, the governor, in New York, you have an app, right? That you could go ahead and, for the COVID test and all that you bring it up in the app and they like scan it or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
They don't have that here in Florida. The governor doesn't want it. He said that's the way people are going to control the people. That's the way the governor is going to control the people in Florida. We don't want that app. That app doesn't exist over here. Like every time I go like to New York to a restaurant, I got to carry the card because I got vaccinated here in Florida. I have to carry that card on me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Over there, y'all guys got an app that basically tracks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're vaccinated or not.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Over here, the governor, let me tell you something, man. Like I said, I don't want to get into politics, but the governor over here.
We're with the shits here. Don't worry about
it. Just tells the presidents and everything like that was like, yo, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm not doing that here. Like, he's really, to me, listen, man, the businesses are good here. You know what I'm saying? Over here, you eat in restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got to worry about no vaccination card, no nothing, this and this. And, they say, oh, Florida got high numbers, this and this. Yo, my man. I don't know, man. I just believe that it's just a myth of what's being said in the, in the news and all that, man. I just believe, I don't see it. My mother's 72 years old, my man.
Mm-hmm.
And, ella está bien, like, knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
for sure.
I just, my man, I just don't believe everything that the news says, man. And,
neither do we. So you're in the right place.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm living it. You know what I'm saying? I'm living witness to it. Listen, does COVID exist? Absolutely. Yeah, I had it.
Right.
I had it back in March when it first started.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? When it first started, I used to live in Yonkers. So the person that first caught it in New York was in Scarsdale.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was literally 10 minutes from that person. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, my man, I was sick for 48 days. I was positive. Yo, I was gonna die. Like I was real sick. Then Danny Vargas passed away. Like everybody started passing away that I knew. The Wepa man, and it was like, my man, I was sick during that whole time, and with God's grace, man, it's like I'm living, and it's like I appreciate life. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that it's not real because I lived it. Like I was sick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the way the content is taken right now, it's just, they tell you something and it's like, they just put everybody in fear. You know what I'm saying? And
yep.
That's what I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And New York is always going to be my love. New York is always going to be my home. My kids live there. And, but, I just can't be in a place that if the governor wakes up today and is like, yo, I'm closing the restaurants today. That's it.
Yeah, you're done.
Right.
I believe there has to be a structure in saying you can't do that. Like that guy Cuomo, he just closed down. Listen, man, I said I wasn't going to get into it. I don't want to get into it. It's like what he did to New York. It's like he just put a lock and said all the restaurants are closed. How can one person have that power to do that?
And now look at him.
Yeah.
Copacabana, that was my home for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
For them to go out of business, bro.
Terrible.
Yo, that shit killed my soul. Like, it was like Copacabana, the institution of New York, bro. It's like, it was just crazy what happened in New York, man. And it's like, it's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? And, I just, I got affected by it. And, now I'm here and, I just love it over here. And that's that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. The thing about it is in this situation that people are starting to understand now. and I've constantly said this, is that we need each other, because the officials, the elected officials, are there for themselves and for their collective well-being. They're not there for us.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So the situation that you have from state to state is going to vary because of state rights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you can do in Florida, you can't necessarily do in New York.
Yeah.
You dudes can walk around with guns on your hip, hidden. Nobody got to know. You can't do that here, right?
Yeah.
So I think that people effectively in New York City need to start understanding that even though I may not want something or I may not like something, you should support my right to not like it or want it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be forced to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody, you know, has a different perspective as to what's going on. Some people are more paranoid than others too.
Yeah.
You know, you can't help that shit.
Yeah.
But
You know, for me, I'm talking from what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course,
they closed the restaurants down on me. It was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what basically it was, man. And you know, over here they gave me an opportunity and I ran with it, you know.
And you're into the restaurant business, you're into music business. It's all, you know, popular, you know,
hand in
it's
hand.
all
Hand in hand. So
yeah, it's like people, you need people, surroundings. How do you know, they can't surround themselves around each other because of this pandemic. So it all goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
You were at the blend battle, right, Lucho, the other day?
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was great, man. It was a great turnout. It was fun, man. It was just a fun battle. You know, Baron and Rafi did their thing, man. It was just, you know, there goes to tell you, going back to the younger generation of DJs, it's like, you know, the comments were like, you know, they were hating, oh, you know, that blend is whack. Oh, why are these people playing Spanish? This and this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, when they approached Baron and Johnny to do this blend battle, it was, they know that they were going to go ahead and do Spanish. They were going to do salsa. They were going to, that's what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a different, you know, a different blend. It was a different battle that, you know, from all the other battles. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people were just, you know, saying stupid stuff on comments and everything like that. Right. But, you know, overall, like, you know, the people that really understand what was going on, you know what I'm saying, really took the piece of the cake. And it was a great turnout. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people loved it in the room, you know what I'm saying? And it was just dope. It was just dope. We were just there for fun. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about who's better than who. You know what I'm saying? It was just a great turnout and a great time.
So did Johnny Familari participate or he didn't participate?
He didn't. Johnny couldn't make it because of a new job that he got. So he just couldn't be able to come, you know?
Gotcha.
Salute to the brother DJ Blaze is in the building.
Yes, sir. Blaze was there. Yep.
I think Lucho, you know, this career that you've had and the evolution of it, the growth, and not only that, being able to adapt and change, you know, and shifting from your love of music to now you're an entrepreneur in the restaurant game. You know, it's an amazing thing. You know, to hear all these behind the scene things that gone on and your experiences, you know, what are you at this point in your life most thankful for? You know, being a dad and being a businessman and all those things are beautiful. You know, what has made your journey, you know, so fulfilling for you?
I got two great kids. I got a great nephew. My mom, you know what I'm saying? It's just that's what I'm grateful for, man. I'm grateful.
Lucho, sorry to cut you. Your mom was part of the restaurant, right? Didn't she cook in the restaurant?
Yeah, she's my chef.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wait. Time out. Now I got to jump in.
Yeah.
Where's she cooking at? Because when mommy's throwing down.
Yeah. Well, we got a new venture that is opening up in February, and you know, my mom is gonna be doing the food there. And
Aquí en Nueva York.
No, Papi, in Florida. You gotta come out here.
Listen, I'm heading that way.
You know,
Yo
you
me
gotta
voy.
come over here, man.
Well,
But you know, yeah, it's actually in St. Petersburg, which is 15 minutes from Tampa. Yeah, it's close.
Ya me voy.
Yeah. So mom is still, she's 72 years old, but that's all she knows is the restaurant,
Right.
And that's what I'm grateful for, man. There is nothing like getting up and picking your mom up and taking her to coffee and just I hate to say it, but I just you never know when they're gonna leave us. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. So it just gets to that point that you gotta enjoy every minute with them. You gotta go ahead and let them leave this world saying, yo, I had a great life. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Ray, his mom just passed away last week. But I'll tell you something. My cousin Ray was there all this time, even before his mom got sick. But for the last year and a half, she was battling cancer. And he was there every day with her. Yeah. And you know what? She left with a smile. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that, man, forget about the money. Listen, man, I had a whole lot of money. I used to get money in the street. I used to, you know what? We all did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, then, life turns around and, you meet great people that just, gear your life in a different way. And it's like, we all have to be, we're living. We all have to be grateful, bro. Man, you have your past. Selly has his past. We all did things, bro, that nowadays, man, people won't even live a month to see it. We all did things in our lives, bro, that God was like, he was there next to us, man. He saved us. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at, man. Look at Tone Patron, Sally. Like, look at his life, the way he turned his life around.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I look at what that brother's doing, and it's like, yo, I'm so proud of him. You know what I'm saying? He had a hard life. You know that. You know what I'm saying?
My little bro D worked corrections, now he working sanitation.
That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Like you said, Bam, right? I'm not gonna mention the other person's name, but this guy, Bam, used to look up to this person that was like his father figure. That guy is a big HVAC guy now. Really? You know what I'm saying? And he did time. He did, I think, 17 years in the Fed joint. You know what I'm saying? He turned his life. He was the biggest, drug dealer in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? In Bushwick. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and look at him now, bro, with his family. You know what I'm saying? He's making his $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? It's like he got a family, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we all did things in our lives, man, that God gave us a second chance to go ahead and make it better. And that's all I'm grateful for is that second chance.
Yeah, man.
Lucho, I brought something up earlier that, intertwines with you coming on the show about, a year ago, I had, I went through COVID and I was going through, radiation, for my Castleman's disease. And you would come on weekly and you would do your live radio, you would do the music. Yeah, and it helped me get through it, man. I just wanted to say thank you, and give you, you do while you're here, man. You helped me get through those times, and you played the music, and you gave us a history lesson about it, and I was like loving it, man. So I just want to let you know I appreciate you, bro.
Damn, Sally, I appreciate you for bringing that up, man. I didn't even know that you were going through that, man. And
yes, sir.
Wow. But God is good, my brother. God is good. And it's crazy, man. I used to when I first did the show, right? I had India on the show. That was my first show. And my man, my DM that day was thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I answered literally, it must have been like 100 140 or 160 DMs that I got that day from doing that show. And it was like people saying, yo, man, I've been going through a bad time, man. This show just took me away, blah, blah, blah. And I was just gonna do that show one time. And then next thing you know, it was like everybody was asking me, who you gonna have next? Who you gonna have next? And I'm over here like,
how do I top this?
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. And you know what, man? That show helped me keep sane. Like the I don't even call them fans. I call them family. Everybody that was on that show was family, man. And everybody, with the comments, and everybody was just like, oh my God, this record, oh my God, I remember this. And people would just get into it. And that just kept me sane, man. Remember, we were locked up for a year and a half through this COVID thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it was such a blessing to do that show on Thursdays, man. I was always looking forward how to do a better show. And, then that's when I started calling friends and Tony Moran, everybody that I was just starting to call. And it's like, yo, I used to tell them, yo, people really look forward to the show. And then, everybody, thank the Lord that everybody was saying, yes, I'm on, I get on. And, it just became a great show for that moment. You know what I'm saying? And, I just, I applaud you, Sally, man. I didn't even know that you were going through the radiation and everything like that. And I'm happy that that you came onto the show, man, because it at least took you away for that hour and a half that the show used to be on. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. No, definitely helped, man. Like I said, it was, we find ways, right? We find the ways to grind and get through things. And that was definitely one thing that helped me for sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just listen to this exchange between my partner and DJ Lucho, it's something that is part of the message that myself and my partner have been trying to drive home to everybody to build this community. We need each other.
That's right.
We need each other.
Yep.
Get away from all this materialism and being starstruck and all this nonsense and bochincha and all that, and connect with people. And start to learn how to be there for each other, because at the end of the day, we are all we got. Forget about your religion and your political bullshit. You have to connect with humans and be there for each other.
Exactly.
Period. Exactly. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Lucho, listen, Lucho, you're part of the family. In the future, if anything, you got anything going on, you want to promote, your new spot is opening up. Even if it's just a flyer you send us, or even if you want to record a little promo, we'll play it on whatever it is. This is your home. The platform is yours. You just let us know, and we support you, brother.
Thank you, brother. I got your number. You got my number.
Facts.
Let's definitely keep in touch.
Facts.
And aquí tiene una casa acá, Juan. You guys want to come to Tampa?
Te jodí.
I'll be down there. Is Jackson still open? I used to go to Jackson. I was like,
yeah, right.
Si yo me voy, vas a pecar. That's what I'm gonna be doing, brother.
Let's do it. All
right, Lucho, we're gonna tuck you in the green room. Let us close out the show, and then we'll talk behind the scenes real quick.
Thank you, brother.
All right, Bob. Be safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucho.
Ladies and gentlemen. Woo. You know what? I have to say. First, I want to say, he broke out. I want to say,
fuck your life, he told you.
Yeah, he's like,
fuck your life, bing bang.
I want to say, I kind of enjoy the fact when the show goes sideways, right? Because it just, it adds something to it. That's
live.
First of all.
It's live, baby.
Yeah, it's live.
And Coach Oates, we were sneaking into those clubs.
And secondly, Lucho, man, he really gave it up. Pause. He really put it all on the line, and he told some great stories. And he brought a lot of people out, man. Mikey was in the room. Good to see Blazer in here. Oates is in the room. Like, everybody was really like, reminiscing, so to speak.
Yeah, man.
That's
how, like I said, when he did a show, he put me in a place where I was like, man, I remember these days where I was at in these days, and he would talk and give us a little history about the songs or this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, Lucho got it. Like that's the mayor right there, man. That's the mayor.
Solid.
Besides Nems. I guess Nems is the Coney Island mayor, Pee-wee.
Yeah,
Lucho's
but he fucked up now because I know where he's at in Florida, and I got to go down there. So, tocando la puerta, yo, mommy's here.
Yo, you said I was invited. Like I tell everybody that, bro. Get out of
here. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody coming out tonight and staying with us for the show, and through the difficulty of the connection. But as always, real people telling real stories, man. It was a dope one. So make sure you look out for next week. We're gonna have Salsero Mingo B on the show. And once again, give a salute to my brother, his 1-year anniversary on the set. We're going to be working, man. We got a lot of things in the works, and, hopefully we could bring some good news soon, right, Sal?
Yes, sir. A 1-year anniversary, Christmas, and my birthday coming up. I want gifts from all of y'all. And subscribe to the channel, please. Hit the bell so you get notifications when we're going on. Please share the channel, like the channel. Thank you.
And if not,
fuck your life. Bing bang.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. We thank you for sharing with us, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Coach.
We
Appreciate
out.
y'all. Stay safe.